What's going on, everybody? Mile High back at it with another video, and today I've got a Town Hall 17 air attack strategy for you guys. And it is using 2 super troops, but the reason I'm doing that is just because it's something different off meta, and it's actually really fun. So as you see, we're using a combination of super dragons and super minions. Obviously, if you want to, you could just go all super dragons with this attack strategy and not use the super minions, but I think it's kind of fun having the super minions with that extra range and then the splash damage of the super dragons. It actually works together pretty well. And we're using the quad clone Yeti blimp. And for the hero equipment, we've got the minion prints, and we've just got the default equipments on the minion prints. On the queen, we've got the action figure, giant arrow. You can use the healer puppet instead of the action figure if you don't have that. Then on the warden, we're using the eternal tome and the rage gem. You can use healing tome as well. I just like the rage gem better. And then on the royal champion, we're using the electro boots and the rocket spear. So I'm going to get into a friendly challenge first and show you guys how this works, and then we'll get into some legend league attacks. All right, so it's pretty simple what you're going to want to do. First, I'm going to start off with my queen and identify some giant arrow value. So I'm going to drop the queen right here, and I'm going to try to hit this air defense, and then a combination of either that air sweeper and that air defense. If I can get the air sweeper, honestly, that's better. But if I can get both of those, since they're close together, that would be ideal. It's not the easiest shot, so there is a decent chance I'll miss. But then I'm going to send my royal champion from over here, and I'm going to immediately pop the rocket spear ability, and that'll take out a lot of this stuff here. And the electro boots will take out a lot of the trash. So basically all that's going to be gone from the royal champion. And then our queen should do a pretty good job also of clearing a bunch of this trash. Obviously she won't go inside the walls like the royal champion will. But then right after you do that, I'm first going to drop my 4 balloons in front like this. And then I follow that up with all the super dragons. And then last, obviously your super minions. And then I'm going to drop in my warden, and I use an immediate warden ability because you just want to protect everything and keep it full health on your entry. And then obviously your blimp is going to fly towards the core. So we're just going to fly it in like this. This one most likely won't make it all the way to the town hall. There's more value here anyway. So once it lands there, I'm going to quad clone my yetis, and my yetis will deal with all this stuff here. And then we just have basically not that much left for our super dragons and the rest of our troops to clean up. It's just basically going to be this stuff here, and this stuff here, and then the town hall compartment is basically all our dragons have to get through now. So it's a really fun, really simple, easy attack. So I'm going to start this off. We shoot our giant arrow, and we actually get the air sweeper and the air defense, which normally I don't do. If you guys watch this channel, you know I am not good with the queen's giant arrow. So balloons in first, super dragons. This time I drop the blimp and the minion prints, and then I use my super minions, and you see instant warden ability keeps everything full health on this entry. And then most of the time I'm going for the town hall with the blimp, but see, this time there's so much value in this raged core here. So I'm going to drop my blimp there and take that out, because we'll have plenty of firepower, I believe, to get through the town hall at the back. Use the mini prince ability. It wasn't in that great of a spot, but it at least hits the queen. I usually like to shoot it directly towards the core where my blimp's going to land, but like this, where we had that split since we dropped the blimp early, it just kind of split our troops. Excuse me. Made the minion prince shoot down that way. But we at least got some value. Honestly, I should have just saved it for now, and I should have popped it now, and it would have triggered that invis tower, but I kind of forgot there was an invis tower here. So that was kind of a mistake on my part, but I usually do like to use the minion prints a little bit early while the angry jelly's still active, so you know you're actually hitting defenses and don't just shoot it at a random trash building. But as you see, we have tons of troops alive, so we're going to have no trouble whatsoever getting through this town hall. We still have, I think, all of our super dragons. We have a ton of super minions still alive as well. Our warden is still up, so we still have the rage vial effect. And now we're basically just going to end on the town hall. Could have been a 99% 1-star, but we actually overkilled it. So we end on the town hall, no problem, get that 3-star. So let's go get into some Legend League replays now. Alright, so obviously this isn't a very high level base. This is a lot of Town Hall 16 defenses, but unfortunately I've been really busy lately. So I haven't been able to do all 8 of my attacks, so I'm still pretty low in trophies, but we do trigger the invis. We took out an air defense as well, I believe. No air defense, but we did take out the sweeper. No, we didn't take a sweeper out either. What did we get? Oh, we just triggered the invis, so that's what we were going for, because I forgot. Both sweepers are pointed down on this one, so we really had no reason to go for one. Now I'm watching the blimp, trying to make sure it's going to make it to the town hall. It does fall short, but I'm going to overlap my clones closer to the town hall. So once all that goes down, they should be able to get that town hall, no problem. The mini prince ability got forced this time because it was getting targeted, unfortunately, so we didn't get very good value out of that again. But you'll see in some other replays how I like to use it. Those two just weren't the best executed. That time I really had no chance. I was just unlucky that he managed to get targeted out of all those air troops there. But it is what it is, no big deal. Royal Champion actually still alive. Like I said, not the highest level base, but I'm trying to get higher in trophies. I've just missed so many attacks in the last couple days because I've been super busy. So I apologize about that. The content's really slowed down as well. But I'll be back on that grind. I had a lot going on this week. So we got quite a few Super Dragons still alive. Queen's still alive. We still got our Warden still alive. This base was crushed again. So we're going to go hop into another replay now. Hopefully find a better level base. Alright, on to the next attack. This is a much higher level base here. We've got an Invis Tower in the core. I hate these island style bases, and I actually tried to press that Queen's giant arrow like 4 times and it didn't work. So then when she finished off the building I wanted to anchor her off of, so she shot sideways and actually didn't. I wanted the air sweeper and that Invis Tower, but unfortunately for some reason I kept misclicking and could not get her ability to go off. So we missed what we were after. But honestly, it shouldn't matter. We get our Yetis into the core. Our Royal Champion goes to Phoenix, gets some good value down there. Our Mini Prince ability goes off. Again, not the greatest, but we did get a pretty decent amount of value there. We got the Royal Champion, a bunch of Teslas. We got the multi-archer tower. So it did take some damage off of our troops, but again, it wasn't the greatest. So we're working our way around the outside. Now, we still have 2 single Infernos to end on the back, but we still have our Yetis in here that are cloned, and we've got some Yeti mites still spawning. That's probably going to be the last of them. The single Inferno at the top goes down, and we should be able to overwhelm this single Inferno at the bottom. We still have quite a few Super Minions alive. Our Queen's still alive. We have 1 Super Dragon up there, 2 Super Dragons at the bottom. We got 3 Super Minions, actually, with these Super Dragons. This Super Dragon should be able to splash onto that Inferno and do some pretty good damage. So yeah, we're easily going to be able to overwhelm this Inferno on the backside. Yeah, it's going to be overkilled again. Minion Prince is actually still alive. We still have 3 of our 4 heroes up. 2 Super Dragons. We have, I think, 7 Super Minions still in there. So yeah, that was, again, crushed. And instead of going into another Legend League attack, because I couldn't find any higher level bases, I found another base that had a bunch of level TownHall 16 defenses. So I'm going to go hop into another friendly challenge because I have a max base. So it just does a better job of showing it off. Alright, so on to our next attack. This one is double Rage Towers. So we actually get the sweeper that we were aiming for over here. So now that protects our entry, because this other sweeper is pointed down. So we're going to send everything up here. A Royal Champion snipes out an air defense up there at the top. And then we use that instant Warden ability, which will protect everything through this air defense and all the traps. And our Blimp, again, going to fall a little bit short, but that's fine. As you see, we just overlap our clones in a line towards the Town Hall, and we actually get some into that compartment. There we have a pretty good Minion Prince ability. That actually went straight that time. And the air super goes down. That Inferno is about to go down to our Yeti mites. We have a bunch of Yeti mites still spawning, which do a really good job of just distracting stuff to keep your troops alive. Our Queen actually still really healthy down here. She walked down this entire flank and got a bunch of value, which is really nice. Super Minions in the core are going to go down here, unfortunately, to that Minion Prince. They do a bunch of damage to him, though. Can they actually take him out? Wow, this is close. They took him out. That's really clutch. They actually traded with the Minion Prince. They just do so much damage. That's why I like the combo. And that range they have, it just pairs nicely with the Super Dragons. Our Queen is going to survive this attack. We're going to overwhelm this multi-Inferno, and there's not even any air targeting defenses left. We swarm the backside of the base. We still have Super Minions alive. We still have 2 now Super Dragons. It died right as I said that. Queen stays up. Warden stays up. Another nice crushing attack. So we still are a little bit short on this video, so let's actually go get into one more Legend League replay. As you see, again, a bunch of TownHall 16 defenses. But the concept's still the same. Obviously, this just isn't quite as powerful of a defensive base. So we are going to crush it, no problem. But we shoot our Queen's Giant Arrow, and it wasn't a good one. I'm actually going to path in now from this side through this Invis Tower because I did end up missing it. Yeah, another bad Giant Arrow. But if you guys know, I might be one of the worst Giant Arrow players in the entire game. So if I can pull this off, so can you. For some reason, there's 2 air defenses stacked in this one compartment. So we should be able to get our Royal Champion to take that out. It does go to Phoenix, and it's going to take the other one out. We got a nice Minion Prince ability this time. It got the Town Hall, got the Fire Spitter, got some other stuff in there as well. Get our Yetis into the core, we quad clone them. They break through the wall, and now they're going to target these air defenses at the backside, which is really nice. One of them goes down. It'd be nice if we could get this other one quickly to keep this Super Dragon alive, but I think that Super Dragon is going to go down to that air defense. We just need these Yeti mites. Come on, jump the wall, take out that air defense. We just need some more to spawn. Come on, Yeti mites. Get in there. And they take it out. It's really nice that that bomb tower was there because that splash damage was actually damaging all of our Yetis, which got a bunch of Yeti mites to spawn. As you see now, we have tons of troops left. We're just going to 2x this because, like I said, not the highest level base, but the concept's still the same. So we got most of our troops at the top. We're just going to 4x this now because we're actually going to have to backtrack to pick up that last army camp, which is a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. Somehow our giant from our action figure stayed alive for the entire attack. You don't see that happening very often, especially when you're popping that ability right away. He's tanking for your queen, so he usually goes down pretty quick. But as you see, really fun, powerful attack strategy. Obviously, it's not going to be meta, but if you guys like using off-meta fun attacks, this is definitely for you. So let me know how it works out for you guys. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys next time.